How many times have you created resolutions and nothing changed? Well, we're going to make this year different because enter Manifest Monday. How to manifest? Let's talk about it on Optimal Expression. Hello and welcome to Optimal Expression, where we embrace our greatest potential to manifest our wildest dreams. Good people, Merry New Year to you. It's 2022. Man, time is flying too fast. And I know what you're talking about. Creating resolutions, making resolutions for yourself. And then at the end of the year, most times those resolutions are a far off memory. I remember long ago, at the beginning of the year, when I had a resolution. However, somewhere I've lost my way. That's what usually happens to us. Hey, myself included. I've gotten to the point now where I don't even create resolutions for myself anymore. I just have goals. Because something we need to understand is you don't have to wait until the next year to have a resolution or to start over, because every day is a new opportunity. Every day is a new opportunity. And I think it's important that we keep that in mind. We don't have to wait until the next year to start over. You can start over today. And let's talk about manifesting, because so many times we have a great vision for ourselves, something that we want to do, be, or have that's better, or that we perceive to be better than the previous year. And somewhere along the year, I don't know what happens, we get into a rut or our same old routine and nothing changes. Well, I'm hoping to change that by introducing something to the channel that I'm going to call Manifest Monday. And on Manifest Monday, I'm going to share a story of something that I have successfully manifested. I may even throw some bloopers in there just so you can see how your intentions may be good, but manifesting doesn't always go the way you intend. And these are the type of experiences that make us better at consciously creating. Okay? So I just wanted to take this video and start with the basics. Let's start with the basics. What is manifesting? There's a lot of different definitions for manifesting. Okay? The one I like to use is very simple, is taking something from the unseen to the seen. Now, what you have to understand about manifesting is everybody is manifesting all the time. If you exist, you are manifesting. So when we use the term manifesting, we are talking about consciously bringing something into fruition, okay? There's a lot of literature out there. There's a lot of techniques. There's a lot of do this and don't do that. But the most basic thing to understand about manifesting is you don't get what you want. You get who you are. And ultimately, that breaks down to, what do you think and believe and feel about yourself? What do you think, believe, and feel is true about yourself? Whatever that is, you're going to manifest people, things, and situations that are in sync with that idea that you have of yourself. This idea that you have of yourself is what many of us refer to as consciousness. So when you hear people say, oh, you have to elevate your consciousness or change your consciousness, this means change the perception that you hold of yourself. And I don't care what kind of action you take. You can take all kind of action, but if inwardly you still feel like you're a loser, when it's all over, you're going to lose. You have to learn to look at yourself differently before you make any moves. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you can't put a plan into motion, but at the same time, concurrently, you need to be working on up here and in here. What do you believe is true about yourself, about who you are, what you deserve, and what you're worthy of? We go through life day by day and we get into a routine. And that routine just keeps us on the same track. And in that routine are thoughts, beliefs, and actions and feelings that make up your frequency, your vibration. Okay. So you'll hear a lot of people talk about frequency and vibration and things of that nature. Ultimately, it comes down to your attitude, your belief, your feeling. And we have to do the work to change things on the inside. Okay. It's like looking at the mirror and expecting it to smile before you do. You have to smile inwardly first to experience the smile. Okay? You manifest every day. And what we want to learn to do is manifest consciously. And the question you have to ask yourself is, who do I need to become? Or what do I need to believe about myself in order to birth a new experience for myself? Okay? And that's what it comes down to. And all of the different techniques and literature and things of that nature that's out there is all aimed at that one thing. That's what it's all about. Okay? So understand, on the surface level, in the 3D world, there's only so much you can do. And it doesn't matter how much you do. If you don't change in here first, you'll never see the change out here. All right? Now, some tools that we use. Affirmations. The reason why you want to employ affirmations is because we all have thoughts going on in our head. These are perpetual thoughts. Thoughts that are based on beliefs about yourself. Like you're poor, or you're sick, or you're fat, or you're ugly. Notice how our society, it's completely fine for you to say terrible things about yourself. But something is wrong, or you're looked at as arrogant if you say great things about yourself. Affirmations are a way to consciously reprogram your mind. You want to replace those old thoughts. If you continuously think you're poor and you think you're poor until you're rich, you won't be rich. It just works that way. Okay. And I don't care what kind of hustle you got going on. If you believe you are poor while you're hustling, okay, you're going to just keep on being poor. You're going to be a poor hustler. Okay. So keep that in mind. Okay. Another thing, meditation. Yes, I'm saying it again, meditation. And the reason why meditation is a great practice to help you learn to consciously manifest is because meditation is a practice that helps you learn to control your attention. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every thought deserves your attention. Okay? And we have to learn to use discernment and consciously choose which thoughts we're going to entertain. If a thought crosses your mind and you recognize that it's not beneficial to you because it's not in alignment to where you want to be, then you cut it off and you don't give it any more attention, because your attention is the lifespan or the lifeline of any idea. Nothing can come into fruition without your attention to it. The problem is we have an idea about ourselves, which gives us thoughts about ourselves or other things in the world, and we give those thoughts attention because we think it over and over again, perpetually thinking it over and over again. And we focus on the same thoughts thousands of times a day, over and over again. And those thoughts create a feeling within you That focus on those thoughts creates a feeling within you. And the combination of that belief, perpetual thought, feeling, and concentration manifests something. Now, if you have been thinking all day, this is a terrible day, you're having a terrible day all day. If you have been thinking for several months or years that you'll never find anybody, that's why you're still single. And I get it. You can say, well, look, I'm just telling the truth. I don't have anybody. But you have to understand the true nature of truth is not what you see, but what you believe. Because what you see will always change based on what you believe. So we have to use affirmations to replace the thoughts that no longer serve us, okay? And we have to learn to meditate so that we can have control of our attention faculty, so that we don't entertain every little thought that comes in our head. And we learn to have discernment on the type of thoughts that we will foster. Imagination, okay? Here's the thing. We imagine things all the time, and it's something we do so naturally that we're not even aware that we're doing it. Now, because we're trying to consciously manifest something, we need to do things like go into a meditation first. We need to consciously be still, be quiet, clear the mind so that we can put the picture in that we want. These are things that we have to do when we're trying to change something, when we're trying to step out of our old mode of doing something, okay? When you're trying to change something, we do have to go to the extent of, yes, you're going to sit down, you're going to be still, you're going to consciously make a decision to meditate, all right? Okay, but when you're using your imagination, you're using all of the senses, okay? So if you want a new car, imagine yourself driving that car. Smell the new leather. Feel the steering wheel in your hand. Hear the sound system thumping in the back. See the love of your life sitting next to you, okay? These are the type of things, but you want to incorporate all of the senses, okay? Not just the vision part. You want to incorporate all of the senses when you're using your imagination. When you're using affirmations and when you meditate and when you consciously use your imagination, you are impressing the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the manifestation genie. It says what happens or what doesn't happen. And this is what I'm getting at with this, okay? The reason why you want to incorporate all the senses is because the subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what we call 3D reality and the imagination. It's all the same to the subconscious mind. So when you use your imagination in that respect and you incorporate all of the senses in this vision that you're having for yourself, when you're using the imagination, okay, that is programming the subconscious mind to bring to you that experience. And I've done it several times. And that's what Manifest Monday is all about, okay? On Mondays, I'm going to share a story about something that I've manifested consciously, and I'll talk a little bit about the technique, okay? But I just want to share with you success stories, practical things that I've done, okay? And if you have a story you want to share, please, by any means, like shoot me an email with your story or drop it in the comments, okay? I will read it if you want me to. I think it's great that we connect with each other in that way, all right? So Manifest Monday, let's share it all. And I'll see you all next time on Optimal Expression. Peace and love.